Welcome to the Yield Tactics Podcast, your go-to source for all topics related to yield and revenue management, pricing strategies, and industry insights. We're diving deep into the dynamic world of revenue management and pricing across various sectors, with a particular focus on travel, leisure, transportation industries, and beyond. From airlines optimizing seat inventory to hotels adjusting room rates based on demand, and even to theme parks maximizing ticket sales, yield management plays a crucial role in ensuring businesses extract the maximum value from their resources. Joining us are Yield Tactics senior consultants and partners, industry experts, thought leaders, and pioneers in the field of revenue management, who will share their expertise, experiences, and innovative strategies to help you stay ahead in this ever-evolving landscape.
This podcast is brought to you by Yield Tactics and Airline Tactics, the foremost consulting firm specializing in revenue management and pricing, serving clients worldwide.
If you're like most operators, you've probably been stuck in the endless cycle of price wars, cutting fares or slashing upgrades just to keep up with competitors. But here's the truth. Competing on price alone is a race to the bottom. What if I told you that the real currency you should be chasing isn't price, but attention? That's right. When you capture your traveler's attention at the right moment, you unlock the power to sell smarter, protect your margins, and build loyalty, not just squeeze out pennies on discounts. In this episode, we'll explore why shifting your focus from price to attention is a total game changer. We'll talk timing, personalization, value framing, and practical ways to win that precious mind space before your competitors even get a chance. The limits of price competition. Let's face it, price wars are exhausting. You drop your prices to win customers, your competitors do the same, and suddenly everyone's margins are disappearing faster than you can say discount. In transport and tourism, this cycle is brutal. Operators slash fares, cut perks, or run heavy promotions just to stay in the game. But what happens? Customers start expecting lower prices as the norm, and your brand's perceived value takes a hit. Worse, focusing only on price trains your customers to shop around constantly. Loyalty goes out the window because the only reason to stick with you is if you're cheaper. And that's a dangerous place to be. The harsh reality? When price is the main battleground, profits shrink and differentiation disappears. So if price can't be the hero, what can? That's where attention comes in. Capturing your traveler's attention, their focus, interest, and engagement opens a new path. Instead of chasing pennies, you're creating value they feel is worth paying for. And the best part, attention, unlike price, can't be easily copied. What does competing for attention mean? So, what exactly do we mean when we say competing for attention? Think about your traveler's journey. From the moment they start thinking about a trip to the final step of their experience, they're bombarded with countless messages, offers, distractions. You name it. Your job is to stand out in that noise and get them to truly listen to what you're offering. It's not just about shouting the lowest price or flooding their inbox with generic emails. It's about delivering the right message at the right time in a way that resonates with their current mindset. That means understanding their emotional state. Are they excited about their upcoming trip? Stressed about schedules? Looking to impress a client or simply relax? When you align your communication to their state of mind, your offers don't feel like sales pitches. They become relevant solutions, valuable enhancements, or even experiences they didn't realize they wanted until you showed it to them. Competing for attention also means being smart about how you reach them. Pre-trip emails, check-in app notifications, personalized messages, all these touch points matter. They're your windows to capture interest before your traveler's focus shifts elsewhere. And remember, attention is finite. The moment you lose it, your chances of selling drop sharply. Timing your communication, the power of when. Timing is everything when it comes to grabbing attention. Even the best offer falls flat if it lands when your traveler's mind is elsewhere. Let's break it down. There are key moments in the customer journey when your traveler is naturally more receptive to your message. First, the pre-trip phase. This is when the trip is still a plan, and travelers are dreaming, researching, and open to ideas. Your communications here set expectations and plant the seeds for upsells and ancillaries. A well-timed email or app notification highlighting an upgrade or exclusive add-on can feel like a helpful tip, not a pushy sale. Next, the check-in moment. At this stage, the trip becomes real. The traveler is engaged, focused, and anticipating what's next. It's the perfect time to remind them about lounge access, priority boarding, or meal upgrades. These offers tap into their desire for comfort and convenience right when it matters most. Finally, there's the inexperience window. Think on board or at the hotel. Here, your communication must be timely and relevant, not intrusive. Spotting the right trigger moments, like before dinner service or during a lull, can make your offer feel like a spontaneous treat rather than an extra expense. The key takeaway? Your offer's when is as important as its what. Align your messaging with your traveler's mindset, and you'll move from noise to noticed. Emotional states and purchase readiness. Now, let's talk emotions, because buying decisions aren't just logical, they're deeply emotional. Your traveler's mindset can shift dramatically depending on where they are in the journey. Early on, when they're still planning, they might be cautious, weighing options, and sensitive to price. But as the trip draws near, excitement kicks in, and so does the willingness to indulge. During check-in or boarding, a sense of relief or anticipation can make them more open to spending on comfort or convenience. They're less price-focused and more interested in making their experience smoother or more enjoyable. On board or at the destination, mood and context play a huge role. Feeling relaxed? They might splurge on that premium meal or upgrade. Feeling rushed or stressed? Maybe not. The trick is to read these emotional cues and match your messaging accordingly. An offer framed as a stress reliever or a reward for the journey resonates far better than a generic discount. Plus, don't forget that emotion can override price sensitivity. When customers feel understood and valued, they're more likely to say yes, even if it costs a bit more. So, crafting your communication around emotional states isn't just nice to have. It's a game changer for boosting ancillary sales. Balancing attention and price. Why it's not either or. Let's clear something up. Shifting your focus to attention doesn't mean ignoring price. It's about balancing both, because they work hand in hand. Too often, companies get stuck in a price war, thinking the lowest price always wins. But savvy travelers know better. They're not just hunting for the cheapest option. They want value. And value starts with their attention. When you capture attention early and effectively, your traveler is more engaged, more informed, and more open to paying a fair price for upgrades and ancillaries. This means your pricing strategy should support your attention strategy. Offer clear, compelling reasons to invest, not just discounts. For example, a well-timed, personalized offer that highlights convenience or comfort creates a sense of value that beats simply slashing prices. On the flip side, no matter how attractive your price, if your message arrives when your traveler's attention is elsewhere, you lose the sale. So the real game changer is to integrate attention and price strategies, timing your offers when your traveler is receptive and pricing them to match that perceived value. Get that right, and you don't just sell, you build loyalty and maximize revenue. Personalization as a catalyst for attention. In a world flooded with marketing messages, personalization is your secret weapon to cut through the noise. Travelers get bombarded with generic offers all the time. So how do you make yours stand out? The answer lies in data. By understanding traveler profiles, whether it's business versus leisure, solo versus family, or frequent flyer versus first-timer, you can tailor your messages to resonate deeply. Think about it. A business traveler values efficiency and seamless convenience, while a family might prioritize comfort and extras that keep everyone happy. When your communication speaks directly to those needs, attention naturally follows. For example, imagine sending a pre-trip email offering lounge access and fast-track security to your business travelers, highlighting how it saves time and reduces stress. Meanwhile, for families, you promote early boarding and kid-friendly meals. This kind of personalization beats blanket discount offers every time because it adds relevance and emotional appeal, rather than just slashing prices and hoping for the best. Personalization makes your traveler feel seen and understood. That emotional connection is what shifts their attention, and with it, their willingness to spend. Value framing. Beyond price tags. Now that you've grabbed attention with personalization, the next step is to frame your offers in a way that highlights real value, not just price. Too often, ancillaries get treated like optional extras, or nice-to-haves that travelers can skip if they want to save money. That's a missed opportunity. Instead, you want to position them as must-haves, key parts of a smooth, enjoyable, or stress-free journey. For example, rather than marketing an upgrade as a cheap add-on, frame it as a stress-free journey with extra legroom, quiet space, and priority boarding. Instead of just discounting a meal deal, emphasize how it saves time and enhances the travel experience. It's about shifting from price to benefits, convenience, and emotional payoff. Think of it like this. Travelers don't just buy a seat. They buy comfort, peace of mind, and a better overall trip. When you communicate these benefits clearly, your ancillaries stop feeling like add-ons. They become essential parts of the travel plan. Real-world examples? Airlines that sell bundled fares with included extras, or hotels that package breakfast and spa access as part of a premium experience rather than separate line items. Value framing changes the conversation. It moves the focus from how much does it cost to what am I gaining? And that makes all the difference in winning both attention and wallet share. Practical steps to shift your strategy. All right, now that we understand why shifting focus from price to attention and value framing matters, let's get practical. How can your business start prioritizing attention over price right away? First, audit your customer touchpoints. Where are you communicating with travelers before and during their journey? Website, app, emails, check-in. Make sure each channel offers clear, relevant messages that grab attention, not just discounts. Second, leverage tools and technologies that help track and engage attention. Customer data platforms, CRM systems, and AI-driven personalization engines are game changers here. They allow you to tailor offers dynamically based on traveler behavior and preferences. Third, train your frontline teams, from customer service reps to check-in agents and onboard staff, to focus conversations on value and experience. Instead of pushing discounts, encourage them to highlight benefits and convenience. Fourth, create urgency without cheapening your brand. Use limited-time offers, exclusive pre-booking deals, or time-sensitive bundles. These tap into traveler psychology, fear of missing out, and keep attention sharp. Finally, measure success beyond revenue. Look at engagement metrics, open rates, click-throughs, upsell conversion rates. Use this data to refine your approach continuously. Shifting your strategy takes effort, but the payoff is worth it. A more engaged customer, less price sensitivity, and healthier margins. The business impact, margins, loyalty, and brand equity. So, why does all this, shifting focus from price to attention and value, really matter for your business? What's the bottom line? First, let's talk margins. When you compete primarily on price, your profits get squeezed tight. But by capturing attention and selling value, you create space to charge for meaningful ancillaries, upgrades, convenience, experiences that travelers actually want. This isn't just extra revenue, it's higher margin revenue, which boosts your overall profitability. Next up, loyalty. Customers who feel understood and valued, who see your offers as tailored to their needs, are more likely to come back. They don't just buy a ticket or a room, they buy the promise of a better experience. That trust and emotional connection drive repeat business, which is always more profitable than hunting for new customers. And finally, your brand equity. In a crowded market, being known as the company that cares about the traveler's experience, not just the bottom line, sets you apart. This builds a brand that commands respect, not just a low price. Over time, that brand strength becomes your competitive moat. So, shifting your strategy isn't just a marketing tactic. It's a business game changer. It improves margins, builds lasting loyalty, and shapes a brand that travelers want to engage with again and again. To wrap up, shifting your focus from price to attention isn't just a subtle shift. It's a whole new way to win in today's hyper-competitive travel and transport markets. By understanding when and how your customers are most receptive, you move beyond the endless race to the bottom on price. You capture their attention with personalized, well-timed offers that feel like natural parts of their journey, not just extra costs. That means better margins, stronger customer loyalty, and a brand that stands for more than just cheap. So here's your call to action. Start auditing your customer touchpoints, booking, pre-trip, check-in, in-app, and even onboard, and ask yourself, are we truly earning their attention, or are we just fighting on price? Focus on attention, not just wallets, because attention is the new currency in travel revenue management.
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast to catch every upcoming episode. And if you have any questions, comments, or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to reach out to us.
Stay connected with us on LinkedIn and visit our websites yieldtactics.com and airlinetactics.com for more exclusive content and information about our consulting and training services. From our websites, you can download the Yield Tactics magazine for free, featuring in-depth articles covering topics such as organizational transformation, advanced pricing techniques, marketing, revenue optimization, and distribution. The ideas and opinions expressed by our guests on this podcast are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or endorsements of Yield Tactics. Also, when we mention specific companies or products, it's important to note that such references do not constitute an endorsement by Yield Tactics, nor do they imply any business relationship between us.